Okay, so today I have got to get something off my chest, so get ready for a rant. Right now. Hi everyone, this is Jason Kistler from Sapphire Leadership Advisors, and today I wanted to talk about something I actually read on LinkedIn, I think maybe a couple days ago, maybe a week ago. And it essentially was a post from one of these leadership groups talking about the difference between leaders and bosses. And the overall opinion was that effectively you define a leader as everything good about leadership, and you define a boss as everything bad about leadership. So, for example, good leaders listen, good leaders do this. Bosses are, hyper controlling. Bosses are impatient. Bosses have a temper. So, it effectively split down the middle, positives and negatives. All the positives going in the leader column and all the negatives going in the boss column. Now, here's where I have a problem with this. I believe that the words you use are important and words have power. So, what this person who wrote this effectively was doing is taking the word boss and assigning a negative connotation to it. So now, whenever you reference the term boss, there's an automatic negativity associated with it. So people in the office talking about their boss, and it's a negative. There's definitely a negative meaning behind it. However, if you look up the definition of boss, it is essentially the same thing as a manager, the same thing as a supervisor. It is defining a position similar to what you would say, well, this person is a parent. It's just a role that they play. So there shouldn't really be any negative connotation to that role because you can have good bosses and you can have terrible bosses. And I know you're probably asking yourself, so what? Who cares if boss has a negative connotation to it? Then why does that matter so much? Well, I think the important thing to consider is given the younger culture and this wokeness that's going around that is essentially a lot of rebellion against authority. And I think this further plays into that by saying that anyone who's in a position of control in terms of being a boss, a manager, supervisor, that they're automatically being looked at with a negative view. And so you're going to get everyone's opinion of a boss or a manager tainted the more that we keep throwing around this idea that, oh, well, a boss isn't really a leader. A leader is a leader, and a boss is a very poor leader. So that's the end of my rant. Let me know what you think. Are a leader and boss interchangeable? Is one better than the other? Why don't you go ahead and post a comment below and let me know? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and have an amazingly productive day.